It's immediately clear that Mrs. Ranatanga, while elderly and suffering from macular degeneration, is a serious reader. She is halfway through Les Miserables and tells us she expects to finish it within a couple of days. I read until 4 in the morning, she says. Kathy, also a long-time home library service librarian, listens carefully to Mrs. Ranatanga's feedback on each of the previous books she'd selected for her. I didn't like this one, Mrs. Ranatanga says, handing back The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. The prose isn't very good. Kathy takes some notes. Now, this time, I chose books mostly from the list you told me about, the BBC's 100 Best Books, she says. Mrs. Ranatanga examines 2 large print books that Kathy has brought for her. Middlemarch, yes, excellent. And The Catcher in the Rye, wonderful. Almost all of the public libraries in New South Wales have a home library service, and many of them have been around for as long as Stanton's, 30 years and counting. Its 110 current members pay no fees, and the library doesn't issue fines for overdue material, as it is understood that members might be hospitalised unexpectedly and unable to return books on time. The Stanton librarians do 3 delivery runs a week, spending up to half an hour with each member. They also manage the volunteers who visit members to have longer chats about books and help with bits of life admin, such as feeding a dog or figuring out how to send an email. Kathy tells me she is often the only person a member sees in a day, or, worse, in a week. There are a lot of lonely people out there, mostly women because they tend to live longer. We only have a handful of male members, but our next visit is to one of my favourites, Mr. Trellis. He's 95. In the lift, on the way up to Mr. Trellis's flat, I take a look at Kathy's notes on his reading interests. Non-fiction only, ecology, climate change, political science, political affairs, past prime ministers, and Australian politicians. Mr. Trellis is partially deaf and unsteady on his feet, but he too is a voracious reader. I'm interested in people, he tells me, especially controversial ones. He's ready with feedback on Kathy's previous selections. This one, by Laurie Oakes, some of these were very poorly written, he says. It's a collection of his pieces in the paper, but sometimes too rushed. Kathy hands over one of her new selections, Rise of the Rudbot, by Annabel Crabb. I like Annabel Crabb, Mr. Trellis says enthusiastically. She's very good. Yes, I remember you liked her quarterly essay on Malcolm Turnbull, Kathy replies, so I thought you should try this one. And also Bob Carr's Diary of a Foreign Minister. He went to my university, you know, Mr. Trellis says. He tells a long story about working as a production engineer in England during the war, making shells and flamethrowers. I'm fascinated, even when he repeats it almost word for word. Kathy listens without any impatience, though she must have heard the summary of his life on almost every visit. This one by Laurie Oakes. Some of these were very poorly written, he says again. It's a collection of his pieces in the paper, but sometimes too rushed. She brings him gently back to the books at hand. You'll like this one, I think, she said. It's a biography of Alfred Nobel. Mr. Trellis takes the book eagerly. Yes, he says. I'm happy you've brought me one about someone who isn't Australian. Oh, good. So you're okay with international figures too? Kathy asks. Biographies? Because a few months ago you said you wanted to focus on Australians. Yes, he replies, as long as they're controversial. Next we visit the 90-year-old Miss Palmer, who opens the door in her pyjamas and a well-worn dressing gown. She doesn't like to make small talk. Her delivery consists of classical music CDs and various works by Shakespeare, which is